Hey everybody, been a while. Welcome to episode 9 of the Fat Free Marketing Tip of the Day. You may be wondering why I have this nasty color scheme on this slide. A color scheme so bad that even I, Mr. Two-Thirds Colorblind, can tell it is hideous. Well, I got this anonymous note a couple weeks ago saying, Ian, the slides for your Fat Free Marketing Tip are hideous. So I decided to see if I could go one better. Next time I'm going to do polka dots. Anonymous writer, I hope that wherever you are happy now because you have just had me crank things up to a whole other notch of tacky. I will attempt to deliver. Today's going to be a little ranty. Okay, not a whole lot of editing here. I'm in kind of a grumpy mood, a whole bunch of reasons for that, but the biggest one is I keep getting asked these same questions, and I love y'all. These are good questions, but the reason you're asking them is because so many people give you such bad information. It's not your fault. It's all the crap that's out there about SEO. So a couple things I want to talk about here. First one is people come to me all the time and they say, hey, Ian, where should I put my keywords? Well, you should put your keywords where they make sense. Where do you want your keywords? Where will your readers see those keywords? There's a couple of obvious things. Put them in your title tag, right? If you're going to try and rank for internet marketing, put internet marketing in your title tag. It's got to be there. After that, put them where it makes sense. If you look at this page, I'm trying to rank for internet marketing. But internet marketing is not in that bolded text, right? Because that's a brand statement. Weird, useful, significant. That's a brand statement for us. I could wedge internet marketing in there, and I've tried it in the past. It looks lousy. It reads lousy. That is not the point, right? So I put it right under it for internet marketing success. That fits. It makes sense. It's going to make sense to people. And as Google and Bing get smarter and smarter, it's going to make sense to them too. After that, I'll put some synonyms. Digital marketing equation right there. And then you'll see internet marketing strategy show up a few more times. That's how you do it. You put it where it makes sense. Don't stuff it in anywhere. Don't try to wedge it in or have it a certain number of times on the page. It will not help you. All right. If you hit a point where you're trying to rank for something and you just can't move up that one last spot, you might come back to this page and say, okay, you know what? Maybe I do need to say internet marketing somewhere else. But instead of saying, I'm just going to wedge it in, say, where else can I talk about something unique about internet marketing that I haven't yet talked about on this page? And then you add it that way. It comes down to the content and what makes sense. That's how you do it. Second thing people say is, well, Ian, I want to rank for SEO. Let's just say for me, I want Portent to rank for SEO. First of all, there's no chance in hell. There are so many people out there spamming the crap out of search engines for SEO. I'll never rank in the top 10, 20, 30, 50 for the three-letter phrase word SEO. But I can rank for other things, right? I can rank for something like title generator. So we go out and my team builds this amazing tool called the title generator. And what do you know? Out of 10 million, we rank number 2. That gets us attention. It gets people to start linking to us. We get all those links. The links grow over time. This is a nice steady growth rate over a 2 or 3 year period. This is what I want to see. And all of a sudden we start ranking for other stuff. We may not rank for SEO. Maybe we rank for SEO Seattle. Maybe we rank for other stuff. Maybe, and like I said, unedited, maybe we start to see other pages ranking for us for SEO like this. This is a post on Google+, right? This is not Portent, it's Google+, but it's me, and I'm the CEO of Portent. So when people see this, they suddenly realize, oh, there's this guy named Ian out there. He runs this agency called Portent. They rank somewhere in the top 10 for SEO. I'm not really ranking there, right? And for some people who search in other places around the world, they may not see this, but anyone who does, that's a win. That wouldn't be happening if it weren't for the fact that we have this other content out there starting to get us links and things even remotely related to SEO and marketing. I know that seems like a really distant connection. This is marketing. You have to get used to those distant connections. Now, the other thing you can do is rank on other sites. Sorry, let me back up there. I told you this wasn't going to be edited. The third myth here is that you have to rank on your own site. And that's what I was just bringing up there with that Google Plus listing. All right. You don't have to rank on your own site. Let's say I want to own a phrase. All right. Random affinities is a phrase that I thought I came up with, and as usual, 10 other people would use it first, but that's not what matters. What matters here is I wanted to own this phrase, random affinities. So I went out and I wrote an article about it, and I wrote about custom affinities and all this other stuff. But instead of just writing on my own site, I wrote some stuff on my own site. I wrote some stuff on Moz, and you'll see it showing up right here, right? Moz ranks number 1. Moz has a ton of authority. I write something there, it's going to show up. Then you see an article from us. Then you see a slide share that I did actually at MozCon Then here's another Moz Google Plus post, and then it just keeps going, right? And any of these that mention me, a couple of them are on the Portent site. This is from Inbound, pointing back to the same article. Again, so you can own page one for a concept if you're willing to put content on other sites. Here's another one. I wanted to own, or at least have some presence for the idea of content experience and content user experience. Portent didn't have a prayer. Okay, I love my team, love my website, love my company. Again, we don't spend every single day writing about content experience. We don't have time to write about content user experience, but I can write a post for Moz, help them, give them a cool post. They help me by letting me write the cool post, and boom, it's ranking in the top 10 for content experience. How did I do that? Well, I let go of just enough of my ego to put something up on someone else's site. Everyone who goes and reads this learns about me, learns about Portent. No, they're not coming straight back to my website, but they learn who we are. Okay, that gets us more leads, it gets us more attention. And yeah, over time, it gets us more links because people go over there and they say, hey, Ian, and this is ridiculous. If you were actually watching me right now, you'd see me pointing in all these different directions. And I'm just noticing it. It's cracking me up because I'm not editing today, so I'm not being all scripted and stuff. But anyway, people go see it there and they learn a little bit more about you. And the next time they hear about you, they're more likely to link to you, to mention you, to reshare that content. SEO is an incremental game. All right, I've talked about some of the technical issues. I'll talk more about technical issues, but everybody's obsessed with links and keywords. This is how you impact links and keywords. You don't do it all at once. If you're Nike, sure, go out there and optimize for running shoe and rank number one for running shoe. If you are every other mere mortal on the planet trying to scrape out a living like me, like you, then what you got to do is make this an incremental game. So you go after those phrases that aren't directly related. You come at it sideways, like we did with Title Generator. You put keywords where they make sense. Don't stuff them into the pages. It's very tempting to do that. And you got to have the willingness to put content on other websites. Get your name ranking, get your brand ranking, even if it's on another website. Do those three things, handle those three myths, and you'll do just fine. That's it for today. I will try to come up with something even more disgustingly gross for my slide layout next time. As always, this is a Portent thing. Please don't reproduce it without talking to me first or someone else on my team. And I was your narrator, Ian Lurie at Portent Int. Depending how you like this, I'll either script it less or more next time. You have been warned. Thanks. Talk to you next time.